way to change it. This is my reality since Father died. I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't ready for anything except a night spent lying on the couch with a bag of chips watching TV, or week-long video game grinding sessions. We only had each other, and Father made sure I had both my wallet and fridge full. He owned a shop with household appliances, and I helped him out a few times, but I wasn't really interested in having a job. I wasn't paying attention when he tried to teach me how to pay taxes or run your own company. I didn't even notice when he became sick. Suddenly, everything changed. It felt like I was being slapped in the face with reality. Sadness, grief, guilt, I went through all those phases, trying to accept the fact that he's gone forever. But I never really did. Maybe that's why I try to live his life now. I took over his company. Every morning I wake up, eat a complete breakfast and go to work, selling washing machines, fridges, toasters, everything just as it should be, except for those sleepless nights. So a chirpy start. When I try to sleep, dark thoughts haunt me, showing me the worst moments of my life, revealing endless anxieties and my deepest fears. I try counting sheep, but the only thing that really helps is a quick trip to the kitchen to grab something sweet from my fridge. So we live together in the harmony and balance of a regular schedule, me and my fridge. Every night I come to visit her to ease my worried mind, and then I go back to sleep. Except for one night. The night when my fridge came to me. Well, that's as clear or whatever as any. Who's there? I'm sure I heard a weird, metallic stomping that woke me from another restless dream. My vision's still blurry after such a sudden awakening. I rub my eyes quickly to find the source of the sound. Suddenly I see it. It's just me. I'm not sure what's more bizarre, a fridge standing right in front of my bed, or hearing a female voice in my bedroom. Right. Decisions, decisions, decisions. And a brief message. Great. Just check that. Sympathetic or cautious? It's already walked into my bedroom. Caution, I think, is past. Sympathetic? What's going on? Who are you? Where are you? Show yourself, please. That's a weird thing to say to a random girl who all of a sudden appears in my house. One who might just be a psychotic murderer about to strike. That's a leap! Random girl has appeared in your house. Obviously a murderer. Well, just to be fair. I was never known for having well-developed social skills, even in the potential face of death, apparently. Master? Hello? What? I realise the voice is coming straight from my fridge. Alright, it's far better than any of the usual nightmares I get these days, but my imagination keeps showing me pictures of my fridge devouring me with its jaw-like doors. Need to refocus my brain quickly. A little bit of Sudoku, possibly. Why are you in my bedroom? Don't you belong in the kitchen? Yep, that's it, mate. Oh, whoops. Let's try and hang on to some element of rationality. And hello, Fishy. I appreciate the effort. You're running out of steam on the stream. Okay. I realise she's female, but it's too late to make my question less offensive. Jordors, here I come. My fridge is blushing. Help. You're right, Master. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to help you. You come to me every night, so this time I came to you. This fridge has serious self-esteem issues. That is a sentence I just said. Suddenly the doors of the fridge open, casting a beam of light, driving away the shadows of my bedroom. Thrown by an unknown power, a bar of chocolate hits my head and lands in my lap. Well, she can stay. Randomly throws chocolate at you. As if that's not enough, the fridge turns around, and to the dreaded sound of metallic stomping, it leaves the room. I can't take this anymore. I sink back into the pillows, hoping to wake up from this dream. Ugh. That was a weird dream. I hope I'm not losing my mind. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the graphics? Because they're rather nice. I scratch my head and rub my face, trying to wake up. I feel something sticky on my hand, and as I open my eyes, I realise something's wrong. My bedsheets are covered in something brown, and so are my hands, my face, and my pyjamas. I jump out of bed and quickly remove my clothes in a panic. I know stress can have many effects. I heard about similar disturbances in sleep, but this? That wasn't bad enough. There's something sticky on the bottom of my foot, too. I raise my leg, hopping to try and stay balanced and catch my foot. Ugh, it's a dirty chocolate wrapping. I must have eaten it subconsciously while dreaming about that damn fridge. I know about sleepwalking, but sleep eating? Does that even exist? What a mess. Clean the room and put the sheets in the washing machine, or ignore the mess and go to the kitchen. I'm thinking I'm going to have to clean up, because I'll have to clean up at some point. Hoping the chocolate won't leave a stain, I get the washing machine going as quickly as possible. Can we rephrase this, please? So I hope nothing in here plans to talk to me today. I smile and blush, immediately ashamed of being amused by my own joke. I walk out quickly, trying not to overthink the fact that the washing machine sounded angry. Living without my father taught me to be frugal. Sure, I got this apartment in his shop for free, but I've no idea about running a business. Better safe than sorry. After discovering the melted leftover chocolate still in its wrapping, I decided to put it straight into my fridge. I can always eat it at midnight, right? Stepping through the kitchen door, I hesitate. I'm not sure if I'm ready for another interaction with my fridge. I realise how pathetic I must look, afraid of my own household appliances. So, you in the mood to talk today? I tried to make that sound like a joke, but my voice got rather serious unintentionally. I just wanted to put this inside of you. Will you let me do it? I'll be gentle. I realise how that sounds, and am immediately torn between endless shame and a burst of laughter. My face turns red and sweaty. Of course, please do it. That same sweet feminine voice definitely coming out of the fridge. I'm mad. I must be mad. If you're mad, continuing the conversation will not be a problem. If you're not mad, running away is not going to help. I take a deep breath and decide to completely abandon finding any logical explanation for what happened. Hello, Night Raiders! Welcome to the stream. You've just missed one of the most suspect lines in modern video gaming history. Good lord! It's all happening. Hello, Brofolk. Hello, Buttery Goodness. Good to see you. This game is weird. This is not my normal sort of game. And it's been quite a while since I played the demo through before, and it's had some tweaks since then. I don't do visual novels. I don't do dating sims. This is both. And it's peculiar. And it's good. Thank you, Knight. Knight subscriptions are always good. Subscriptions are always good. Anything pennies towards paying the bills. I take a deep breath and decide to completely abandon finding any logical explanation for what is happening. That'd be the raid, then. Is it true? Can you talk? Is my own fridge talking to me? I hear a warm, short sound similar to a quiet giggle. It's difficult to call that talking, but at least my dear owner can understand me. It's just rather cold. Hi, Knight, and thank you very much for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. And yep, go shower, refresh yourself, and it can only get weirder on here. Your dear. That's you. I tried to serve you well. I just hope you see that. Okay. Okay, later, Night. Of course I do, but please don't refer to me as owner. That is creeping me out legitimately. So far you're creeping me out instead of helping. This is too much. I'm out of here. I have to say the biggest problem I've got is the fact that she keeps calling me master, and that's just weird. What I do quite like is this is a deliberately non-gender specific character, the protagonist, so it can go either way, as 'twere. No, we don't like being referred to as owner. I didn't want to make you angry. Please forgive me. I'll never do it again. You don't have to be afraid. I'll do my best to take care of you. I promise. Oh, yeah, that's not what I was going for. Her voice sounds so desperate, like her whole existence depends on me. Her emotions feel real. But she's not a real person, is she? Hey, Mortiane. Do you have a name? Suddenly the silence is broken by a loud buzzing coming from the fridge. The same sound I sometimes hear at night, reminding me to buy a newer model to avoid the drone. Yep. Yes, it is, Mortiane. This is a dating sim about... Well, it's not just refrigerators, don't be limited. It's fridges, it's washing machines, and it's possibly televisions. It's also a Polish take on the Japanese style game, so it's also quite existential, a little bit twisted, and the protagonist appears to be suffering from depression. I really like it. So not my normal thing. Anzu. She said it quietly, in the tone resembling more of a question than an answer. As far as I know, my father didn't talk with fridges, so she hasn't been called by her real name for at least 10 years. Maybe her original owner did that. I start to create all these theories in my head. No, wait, it's still a talking fridge. Stop rationalizing it. So, Anzu. Why didn't you talk before? Am I insane? Are you really just a fridge? I think I need some fresh air. Well, she is a fridge because she opened up and chucked chocolate at me last night. I don't think asking the object of your potential delusion if you're insane is necessarily a good idea. It leaves us... Why didn't you talk before? Didn't I? Maybe it was you who couldn't hear me. Her voice sounds like she smiles, but there's some kind of mystery hidden beneath. This is creepy. To be honest, I'm not sure. I can't remember myself talking before. What would I talk about anyway? The important thing is we can communicate right now. It's pleasing to be able to talk, isn't it? Delineates, I think this game stands alone in the genre. Certainly is. Maybe we can be friends. Stop trying to bond with me. You're my fridge. Well, what the hell? In for a penny, in for a pound. This is the demo. It's being developed by... Yep. It's being developed by... Oh, it gets better. By two people. Outstar used to work for CD Projekt Red. She worked on The Witcher. And Memories in 8-bit is the other dev. So it is very much a sort of passion project. And I hope it's going to be a success. With luck, the full game is coming out this year. Okay. Yeah, let's go with this. It certainly is. Who knows? Maybe we can be friends. I think my last marble is dribbling off down the table, down the road. Friends? She said that in a deeply questioning tone, like wondering if such a word even exists. I can't help but giggle. Either she's toying with me or she's such a weirdo. She's your fridge! I slapped my forehead, realising how I treat her as a real person after a few minutes of conversation. Am I so lonely? Really? To be fair, if my computer started talking to me, I'd probably give it some consideration. With a deep sigh, I let myself relax. Yeah, friends. Talking with each other every time I prepare breakfast. Maybe share recipes if you know any. I smile to myself, shake my head and continue. Even if you're just a projection of my insane brain, we can learn how to live with each other. You can teach me how to interact with real people, and I'll buy you nice magnets. My smile slowly fades away as she doesn't reply. Doesn't she like the magnets? I am real. She screams so loudly I'm sure my hearing will never be the same. I start wondering what my neighbours think right now. Her voice was angry, also a little bit childish, making me wonder if her soul is the soul of a grown-up. Exactly, Fish. This is what happens when you lose too many games of marbles on stream. But I don't think I've ever had a friend. I don't know what it's like. Here we go. It's not so bad. I didn't screw it up entirely, right? Don't worry. I can teach you. I mean, we can learn from each other. I'm sure it'll be buzzing. That really loud, annoying buzzing my fridge lets out every night when I'm trying to sleep. And now it's there again. I can't think. I can't hear any... Can you please stop that? Nothing. No reply. I guess the conversation's over. What did I screw up this time? I'll try again another time. I feel a bit dizzy as I leave the kitchen and lean against the wall, breathing heavily, trying to pull myself together. I could keep telling myself it's stress, that all those nights spent at work have finally caught up with me, and that's the cause of these strange hallucinations. But that voice was real. Deep inside I know it well, but I try not to let these thoughts take over my mind. I feel like I'm hanging on the edge of sanity, in desperate need of distraction to clear my head. I should probably go to work, or at least decide what to do today. Since the day my father passed away, I've been running his business all by myself. It's a huge responsibility, but at least I'm the master of my own time. It's up to me if the shop's open or not. Just like father, I'm not a fan of this whole weekend idea. Why waste a day when you can be productive instead? Of course, I'm not a robot. I sometimes take a day off to visit my friend Kazuya and play games just like we did in the old days. It's been a while since I've been around, though. To be honest, I can't remember the last day I even took a break. That explains this whole fridge hallucination thing, I guess. Unfortunately, I don't have time to work and visit Kazuya on the same day. Being the only person running such a huge shop full of household appliances, I have to stay late to do all the paperwork and make sure everything's alright. There's barely any time left to read a book or clean the house. Good God, the place is spotless! How did my father manage to do all this by himself, and why didn't I help him? It's time to decide what to do. Going to work would be the most responsible idea. That's what Father would do. I'm not feeling well right now, but there's no more sick leave in my life. I have to grow up and face it. Yeah, Tilineate's right there with you. Growing up, that also means not keeping everything to myself and learning when to ask for help. Kazuya, my best friend, has always been there for me, so I should maybe tell him about what happened, though I'm not sure how he would react to the fact that I can hear fridges. Maybe he could actually help me. Sometimes I prefer to just stay home and relax, but I'm not sure if I want to risk another conversation with my fridge. Not now. I'll give myself a day or two to find out if I'm really insane before I start thinking about professional help. Yeah, fish again. God, I wish. To be fair, it's established right at the start that this was his father's apartment. Or her father's apartment. And the father died. Which is why they've inherited the shop. And everything of his old life. But still, yeah, I wish my flat was this big. Let's not overreact yet. No, we'll save the overreacting for later. Do I go to work, or do I visit my fun-loving friend Kazuya? Yeah, Del, I know exactly what you mean. So, we've got one vote for Kazuya.
Someone has decided to follow you. No, I don't know why either, but enjoy it while it lasts.
Now, what did I say about my computer talking to me? Vey. So, thank you, Buttery Goodness, for the follow. Much appreciated. Dav wants me to go to work. Oh, Facebook tortured you with a photo of your gaming table from 3 years ago. I know, it keeps showing me games from a couple of years ago. I think it hates me. That was a good gaming table. That was a good gaming room. However, Fish, let's make you the decider. Okay, Buttery Goodness, absolutely. Lurking is fine. Thank you, and I hope you have some good games. Does Kazuya have booze? If so, go there. That's not helpful, Fish. This is all the information I have. Go to work or visit my mate. And tell him I hear dead fridges. Gonna be Kazuya, isn't it? I don't really have any option. You guys are gonna pressure me until I go and visit that fun-loving friend. I was sure I could cope with everything myself. Apparently this was a mistake. It's time to confide in a friend. The best one there is, Kazuya. About the character, I'm thinking I'm in need of a stiff drink. Well, he's the only friend I've ever had. However, this could be an even bigger mistake. Oh, now you tell me! My brain's switching to autopilot. I'm not really sure how, but I have a phone in my hand and a familiar voice comes from it. Oh, this was a mistake. Hi! Sup? Kazuya? It's me. I know, caller ID. Remember when the 21st century happened? What can I do for you? Dude, I know this may sound absolutely crazy. I think I'm losing my mind here. Calm down. Tell me what happened, nice and slowly. A moment of hesitation. I'm not thinking straight. Can I really tell him what happened? Everyone already looks down on me anyway. A hopeless and whimsical dreamer. I see myself wrapped up in the straitjacket already. But then again, Kazuya is my best friend. We could always talk about everything. And on the other hand, he doesn't really take anything seriously. He lives by a simple philosophy. Problem, party hard. Bigger problem, party even harder. You still there? I'm really worried here. Tell me what's up. He sounds honestly concerned. Maybe I could tell him the truth. You wouldn't believe me anyway. Try me. I'm hearing... It's been talking to me. What? The sudden raise of his voice catches me off guard, and in it I can hear an honest feel of desperation. He is concerned. A good friend. It's my fridge, Kazuya. It's been talking to me. You're right about one thing. What's that? I don't believe you. I have to hold the phone away from my ear while Kazuya laughs uncontrollably. I'm not sure if I should feel ashamed, offended, or concerned. I can't blame anybody but myself for sharing something as crazy as this. I'm not even sure I believe it, with a goofball like Kazuya. But this is one of the most terrifying experiences of my life. I had to tell someone. Finally, the laughter fades. Sorry, but you have to admit this is absolutely hilarious. I'm glad you see it like that. I wish I could. Hey, with all you've been through in the last few weeks, I'm not surprised your brain's taking a vacation in the bizarro dimension. What you need is some serious downtime. Goody, here we go again. Come over, let's talk, have a drink. Don't worry, it's on the house. I'm not looking forward to drowning this whole thing in alcohol. Even if I'm just imagining things, I want to get this sorted out professionally. Then again, I did just call Kazuya, didn't I? Yes, he has drinks. My eyes wander through the room and eventually rest on the fridge. On the other hand, right now, everything else seems to be better than another chat with her. Damn it. Be there in a minute. I don't need a response. In one fluid motion, I end the call, put the phone in my pocket and grab my jacket while storming out the door. It's a 15-minute bike ride to Kazuya's, and I try to keep my focus on pedalling. I don't want to think about it at all. Maybe drowning all this insanity in booze is exactly the answer I'm looking for. The world around me becomes a blur of indistinct visuals and shreds of sound buzzing through my head like a swarm of angry hornets, enough to keep me from thinking straight. I have no idea how I made it to Kazuya's apartment without an accident, but I did it. We've got a record here, barely 10 minutes. I'm sweating like a pig in a bacon factory. Well, at least I know Kazuya won't mind that at all. He isn't the cleanest guy either. Sure enough, shortly after ringing the doorbell, I hear some rustling and what sounds like a week's worth of dishes crashing to the floor. Case in point. Suddenly, Kazuya opens the door, almost ripping it from its hinges. The smile on his face is strangely familiar, slightly crooked, and his eyes gleam like those of a psychopath. What on earth have I got myself into? Damn it, at this point I don't care anymore. It cannot get any worse. Oh, never say that. I hope. Must say, I didn't expect you this early. Did you take the company helicopter? Come in, let's have a chat. I don't mind his remark about the alleged luxury I'm apparently living in, but while he leads me through the mess that barely resembles a living room, I start to realise how he could get envious of the life I was living. Oh yeah, what a pigsty! There's a book on the floor, there's 2 books on the floor, and there's pizza trays. Grief. Though right now, I wouldn't have anything against changing places with him. I clear the couch of TV remotes, game controllers, and a plastic bag of questionable contents. I sit down just in time to see Kazuya plunge down next to me, holding a can of beer in front of my face. He looks at me, waiting patiently for me to take a long sip, probably counting on the fact that the booze will loosen my tongue. So, please tell me what happened step by step. The beer works quickly, sending a warm feeling of fuzziness throughout my whole body, but I still maintain enough self-control not to make a fool out of myself. Then again, this whole thing was probably just me going insane over the events of the past few weeks. I want to be rational, especially since he still has that awful smile on his face, and it's growing wider with every passing second. Okay! Delineates, people drink beer and think it's proper alcohol. Who knows? Besides, actually, this is Poland. This Polish beer. Think about that. We're not talking wussy here. Okay. It's the fact there's a Cold Hearts poster in the background I quite like. Try to rationalise the situation or tell Kazuya exactly what happened. Yes, Belgian beer's nice and I'm not a beer drinker. And welcome back, Knight. So, rationalise things or tell him exactly what's going on. And ask what exactly that hair's all about. You want me to be honest with him? Okay. So, I told you I haven't been sleeping well these days. This one night was more or less the same, till I heard a rumble and suddenly my fridge was standing right in front of my bed, and it spoke with the voice of a girl offering me something to eat. Well, that's not surprising. You tell me all the time about how you eat all sorts of cold trash before going to sleep. It's no wonder you dream weird shit after such a diet, mate. Excuse me? Captain Pizzas? You know, dude, I thought it was a dream as well, but guess what? The story doesn't end there. Next morning I went to get breakfast and she spoke again. Out of here, what did she say? So I start talking, telling him everything. I talk fast but don't leave out any details. I don't care anymore. I don't want to deal with this madness alone anymore. As I finish my story, Kazuya takes another sip from his beer, leans back and says, "You don't by chance happen to have one of those new fridges? You know, one that connects to the internet and orders food by itself? Maybe it was just telling you it needed an update?" Kazuya, you know my fridge. It is almost as old as me. It doesn't have a modem or a speaker. It can't speak, or it shouldn't, but she did. And yet she gave you something to eat, right? Yes. Kazuya, am I going insane? He takes a sip while looking at the table. I'd think so. I'm sorry to tell you straight. I mean, a girl that's so caring for her sweetheart, even preparing food, that is crazy. Screw you, Kazuya. What the hell, man? You are not helping. I'm seriously worried I'm losing my shit here. Calm down, worry pants. I just wanted to brighten up your mood a bit. I'm sorry, I realise it was a bad joke, but in all honesty, you aren't crazy. A bit loopy, maybe, but that's absolutely understandable. I mean, just look at the mess you've got yourself into. Being forced into a suit, repeating the same drill every day, echoing stupid sales phrases to faceless customers. That is not what you want. It's not who you are. You want to be creative, express yourself, and your mind is going completely apeshit over that. I have to compliment Kazuya. In an attempt not to burst into laughter, he presses his lips together until they turn into a thin, bloodless line. I know myself how crazy this all must sound, but he really seems to be determined to help, in his own way. So, assuming you're right, what do you think I should do? Quit my job? Sell the store? What then? It's not like I have any other jobs that will keep my fridge full. And too late. Kazuya's laughing again. Time for another sip of beer. Maybe it'll wash away the shame. At least I can fill the time until he's done laughing. Well, I can't tell you how to treat your girl. Also, I haven't said you should quit your job. Don't jump the gun, dude. You're stuck from head to toe in a big pile of manure, and even though it stinks like hell, you won't drag yourself out of it in one day. First and foremost, and I know that just sounds like what I would say anyway, you've got to chill out a bit. Get your mind off things and give yourself some space to breathe. You mean... yeah, knock yourself out. It's what you need right now. You know what? You're definitely right. I definitely need a breather. Let's kill some booze. Oh, this was not necessarily my smartest move. No fair, all you do is button mash. I, on the other hand, read the damn manual. Well, if I can beat you just like that, you don't have to learn enough. Just like back in school. Shut your trap. I need to go take a leak. While I do that, you go get some more beer. I'm not sure about that. I should go home, dude. Can you still stand? Bravely, I raise from the warm and fuzzy sofa and am shocked by the fact that my legs are still there and carry me flawlessly. You're a genius. Then off to the kitchen. Yes, sir. Still astounded by the functionality of my legs, I stumble into the kitchen, hitting the light switch like a mighty ninja slicing a bamboo stick in half. Awesome. I spin around and reach for the handle of the fridge when suddenly... Get your hands off my booze, you nutcracker. Ninja immediately stops in motion. I'm pretty sure I'm drunk, but I'm even more sure it was Kazuya's fridge talking to me in a raspy but definitely female voice. My response will be as sharp as a katana of the mighty What? The fridge is talking to me. My options! Puke on the fridge, apologise or call for help. I don't think puking on the fridge is going to happen. So, do I apologise? Or do I call for help? I'm kind of thinking apologise, to be honest. No, I don't want to make a bad impression, not on the first visit. I love the fact he's got a punk fridge. Yeah. I am truly sorry. I don't know what got into me. Several beers and half a bottle of JD? I don't know. Oh, flipping great. Not only are you completely drunk, but you seem to have lost both your balls somewhere. Do you also do the homework of the girls that beat you up in school? Excuse me? That's not how you talk to a ninja. Also, I'm not going to school anymore. I own my own store. How lovely. What do you sell? Used pants? Huh. Oh, she's annoying. No, it's a household supply store, and it's very successful. Well, it will be soon. Now stop laughing. You're just as childish as Kazuya. Did you just say that? Well, get your sorry face out of here before I kill you. What are you talking about? Question is, what are you talking about, and to whom? I didn't even hear Kazuya coming in. I spin around to face him, which frankly isn't the best idea. Now my legs don't seem to work at all anymore, and I see the floor approaching with terrifying speed. Delineates. It's non-gender specific. It's deliberately written that way so you can decide. In my head, this is a fella. But it's easy either way. Luckily, Kazuya isn't such a lightweight when it comes to booze and still possesses enough reflexes to catch and hold me. Oh, Kazuya, it's you. You are a real ninja. Oh, look at the two lovebirds. Now kiss. What a meanie. I curl up holding Kazuya's shirt like a newborn baby. Yeah, I don't know if there are any male appliances as twere that came out wrong. Can you get me home? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Kazuya's a good friend. Supporting me with his left arm and pushing my bike with the other, we walk silently through the night. It seems like an unwritten rule now we won't talk about what happened earlier. And while I'm seriously concerned about what Kazuya may think of me, I am also thankful. The fresh air gets my blood pumping, and the alcohol unleashes its hidden potential. In short, I'm dizzy as hell. Oh, we've all had that. Absolutely fine till leaving the pub. Luckily, Kazuya doesn't seem taxed at all. We reach my home in, frankly, I don't know how much time has passed. Eventually, Kazuya reaches in my pocket to fish out my keys. Opens the door, gently leans my bike on the wall and guides me further into the dark hallway, straight to the bathroom. Alright, buddy, here we are. Kazuya, I may be drunk, but I know this is not my bed. He opens the lid of the toilet. It's not, my friend, but I'll tell you what, this is much safer. Now get down there and hug that bowl as if your life depended on it. I've no objections. I kneel down, resting my head on the toilet seat. Kazuya was right. I am now prepared. Thanks, buddy. Good night. Don't worry about it. Give me a call tomorrow. See ya. And with this, he casually strolls out of my sight and into the night. See, I can rhyme. I should write poetry. It's my destiny. Slowly I drift off into the warm embrace of sleep. Oh, dear. Dirty. Oh, no. Filthy. Oh, no, 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 no. Well. Oh, dear. Look at you. Filthy, drunk, stained, need to be cleaned. Pre-wash followed by main wash. Hot, at least 80 degrees, and don't forget the softener. As I turn my head towards where I think the voice came from, I see the display screen of my washing machine flickering in a very odd way. Oh, not this too. I got this washing machine a few weeks ago, and it's constantly annoying me with all the technology it's filled with. Isn't that stuff supposed to make your life easier? Of course, it's great that it automatically detects what clothes I put into it, chooses the right program and detergent, checks if you need softener, and even shows me how to dry my stuff. That's cool and all. But whatever time I've saved by this, I've wasted it twice over reading manuals, updating its firmware, rebooting. It even needs an internet connection. A washing machine hooked up to the internet. Nonsense. Whatever it wants now, I'm sure it can wait until tomorrow. Thinking of all this, I slowly drift into sleep. Well. Ah! I jump up as if stung by a hornet. How did my head end up in the toilet bowl? I swear if my hair is wet, I'm going to go shave my head. I run my hand through my hair. Oh, thank God. All seems to be normal. Well, as normal as waking up like this can be. And why the hell am I naked? Okay, let's summarise. I called Kazuya. We were drinking. That explains everything. Then there was his fridge. I barely remember that. Must have been wasted by this point. I do, however, remember he brought me home to the bathroom. Okay, that explains the toilet bowl. I do not remember undressing. I know Kazuya can be weird, but he surely wouldn't. Or would he? My thoughts are interrupted by a soft and light melody. Realization hits me like a hammer. The washing machine. Slowly I turn around, just to see the lid of the washing machine opening with a sound that seems like a sigh. I get closer, kneel down and reach for my clothes. Same ones I wore yesterday, clean and dry. Still warm, they emit a sweet smell, and as I take them out, I think I can hear this sighing again. Good morning. I timed it so you can start your day fresh, clean, and comfortable. You should be satisfied, or not. I don't care. It's done. As before, I jump, this time almost losing my balance. Almost. Phew, may have ended up in the toilet bowl again. Oh, hello. Random tab out. Please don't crash on me. No! No, 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 no. No crashing on the drut. Enjoying this. Oh, sod it. Ratsoids. It has... Yeah, it's crashed and it hasn't got a save game. Okay. Let's see how fast we can get through with the same choices. Yeah, whatever. And this time, save the game. It really does not like tabbing out. And it accidentally did. Oh dear, that would be why the washing machine's so pissed off with me. Yeah, it went bye-bye. However, I can just buzz through. As long as I'm not reading it, it'll be fine. That one. Yep, let's upset my fridge. That one. Yeah, I'm making friends with my fridge. Uh-huh. And then we go talk to Kazuya even. Right. Yeah, there we go. Straight through. Let's go party. Click, click, click. No, the game did not like your choices. The game did not approve of your choices, clearly. I was honest. Damn. Right. And then we have the unfortunate encounter with the fridge in his kitchen. Okay. I apologised. I'm not sure if puking on there would have made it any worse. Okay, so... Leave me in the bathroom. Why do you keep your washing machine in the bathroom? Never mind. There we go. And I feel a save coming on, having got back here. A series of unfortunate fridges. Right. So... She delivers my clothes. That voice definitely came from my washing machine. And I read its manual. It can't talk. It's never talked before. But it does, in a strict, cold female voice. Also, I actually pegged it about right. Fridge too far. Oh, God, guys. Killing me here. Oh, dear. Oh, Kazuya, you son of a bitch. Okay, never trust anyone who uses that many lols. Why is all this happening to me? Does anyone object if I have a quiet breakdown in a corner? Oh, I was hoping you'd be pleased with me tending to your attire. The display of the washing machine is flickering like crazy. Okay. Doubt her existence, talk to her, or run away. Pour myself a new drink and wish there was alcohol in it. Which is there and back again. Ouch. You recognise, since I gave the fridges some FaceTime, you think I should do the same with my washing machine? And again, that's a sentence I actually said. This game made me say that. I don't know the existence of my washing machine. I know my washing machine exists. I mean, are there people on here who have experience with dating sims? And then we don't have a Robinson, so that's the local expert not there. Okay. You just want me to choose all the crazy things. Oh, thanks. Cheers for that, Dale. Wait, let me get this straight. While I was sleeping, you undressed me, and with a big old side order of how? For a moment there's silence. The blinking of the display stops and dims in brightness. Suddenly a sound is coming out of the washing machine. I'm not sure if it's barfing or sobbing. Forgive my intrusion. Let me assure you it was probably far more unpleasant for me than it was for you. I can't. Her voice is shaking, quivering. It's clear to see how hard she's fighting to keep her composure, and then she lets it out. I cannot stand all this filth! Her behaviour, no devotion, is downright terrifying. I'm not sure how to react. I feel like I'm the elephant in the room, destroying her rules like soap bubbles with my mere presence. What should I do? Scold her or apologise? Oh, that's cool, fish. Do I tell my washing machine off, or do I apologise to my washing machine? Which presumably is a washer dryer, since my stuff came out smelling nice and dry. And I can't believe I'm even rationalising this. I think I'm going to have to apologise to her. I kneel down in front of her. But sorry? I feel a bit silly still being naked, but I feel this is important. My dear washing machine, after all you've done for me, I have to apologise. I hurt you, and that wasn't my intention. I'm just very surprised to wake up like this. Suddenly the display's flashing to full brightness, even beyond. Is she blushing? Wait, how did I even come to this conclusion? Must not submit to filth. You're in a dating sim. I think you're out of luck there, love. That was weird. Her voice changed for a moment, resembling more of a robot than a human being. Is everything all right? Triple buzz and back to normal voice. Did she just clear her throat? She doesn't even have a throat. Oh, lordy. Yes, excuse me. It's probably the smell. Can't think straight with this pollution. So are you still mad at me? No reply. Instead of that, there is a loud beeping informing me that the self-cleaning system started. Though the machine's modern, it runs pretty loud. I try to speak louder so she can hear me. All right, do you have a name? A name? I'm but a servant. I serve, I wash, nothing else. Name. Here we go again. She has no problem with our language, and it doesn't sound as if she doesn't know what the term name means. She clearly does. It's just like she has a hard time remembering it. My name's not important. Proceed to stage 1 of cleaning. Water pump on. She's working even louder now, making it hard to maintain the conversation. Oh, come on. Don't be so humble. After all, you're washing all my clothes, even my underwear. Without that, I couldn't even show up at work. You take care of very important things for me, and thus I would like to know your name. I find it interesting that Techie's been quite so active in this thing about technology takeover. Oh, that's where the back button is. No reply, just whirling. I sigh, thinking the conversation's over now. Well, at least I tried. Suiko. It's Suiko. Proceed to stage 2. Leave her alone or stay with her while she's going through her self-cleaning routine? Blind to say stay with her. I feel like I'm still dreaming. She is but an object, something I use, but something keeps me with her, attached like a magnet. It shouldn't matter to me, but I feel it's important to make things right now. Suiko is a very nice name. I just wish you'd stop referring to yourself as my servant. For a moment the display's flashing again, irregularly fast, while from deep within her I hear a sound I've never heard before. I can't even remotely imagine what part of her machine body would cause it. Suddenly I am deeply worried. Suddenly? Staying with her while she's cleaning is a bit creepy. Like bugging someone in the shower. Yeah. True. Suiko, are you okay? I'm fine. Stage 3. Scared me there for a second. How could I scare you? Are you washing machine-ophobic? Oh, what else do I have to deal with? Well, I wasn't scared of you. And why don't you want my services anymore all of a sudden? I thought you were happy with me. I am, very much so. Then I don't understand your request. I just don't want to see you as a servant. You're something different. I don't understand. Me neither, Suiko. I really have no idea what's going on. With me, with you, with the whole world around me. Am I not cleaning your dirty clothes, making them pure? This is what matters the most. You do, of course. But now you also talk to me. You did not do that before. Do you understand what I mean? No? Forgive me if my data's wrong, but I have not undergone any changes since software update version 2.1 last week. You, however, you noticed me, and this is causing a great filthy confusion. At this point, I realise this situation is as weird to her as it is to me. What if all my appliances think I ignored them on purpose? My stomach cramps up at this thought. I can't even begin to understand how they must have felt and feel now. Suiko, you have to believe me, I never ignored you on purpose. I simply couldn't hear you before. Do you understand this, Suiko? The information you provided is being gathered and stored within my memory. Understanding will come in time. Her voice sounds a little more warm, although it concerns me how strict she is. Seems like this is going to be a long road. Still pondering, Suiko surprises me by breaking the silence. May I be so rude as to ask you a question too? Of course. Could you please take a shower? You smell dirty. I have to laugh and immediately hope she won't take it as an offence. You spent the night sleeping on the bathroom floor, probably covered in beer and puke. Shower. Ah dear, I think you're right. This morning's probably no longer young, but if I hurry it shouldn't take more than a few minutes. So why not? Yes, our protagonist is not fond of strict things. While I jump in the shower, I hear her faintly. Thank you. That's way better. It's so weird knowing she's there watching, but on the other hand, I do not feel any embarrassment. I mean, she undressed me last night, but there's still no tension. Does she even have eyes? Can she see me? Are we glossing over the how she undressed you? Suiko feels so pure and clean, yet she doesn't seem to have a problem seeing me naked. Or feel anything, for that matter. It's really weird, but I wonder what she'd be like if I managed to cheer her up out of being so strict. Apparently he likes a challenge. Make her feel less like what she really is. Damn, this is also weird. I'm talking about a washing machine. I should really wrap this up and get this day started. Get a clear head. After I get out of the shower, I dress myself and brush my teeth. Alright, thanks again for cleaning my stuff. That saved me a lot of time. I've got to go now. See you later. I wink towards Suiko, but she doesn't answer at all. Well, let's finally start this day. Ugh, my head. I've just realised that the weird aftertaste in my mouth is not the only thing left over from last night. There's also pain. A horrible headache, burning stomach, and overall I'm not feeling like I should live today. I should probably stay home and rest, but I can't possibly leave the shop closed for another day. I should probably have a small nap. This time on my own bed instead of on the toilet bowl. I can't put trust in my own decisions these days, especially when I'm so sleepy. I slept quite well this night and the weather looks good today. Not a bad way to start the day. Basically, he lost a day to hangover. Oh, not now. Not during this headache. My phone sounds way louder than it usually does. Did it develop a personality too and wants to make me suffer now? I wouldn't be surprised. Hello? Good morning. Today's the day of delivery. This is an automatic reminder. A courier will visit your chosen destination in 1 hour. Ah, snap. Completely forgot. New equipment will be delivered today to my store and I have to be there to sign the papers. Why today of all days? Hey, hello? Can I please change the destination to my home address? It's important. No, you cannot. By the way, this is an automatic reminder. We do not answer questions, we deliver. Have a good day. Damn it. Seems like I have to go to work today. I don't even want to imagine the bureaucratic chaos I'd have to go through to get my appliances back if I didn't sign those papers today. Why? Yay, responsibilities. It wouldn't come as a surprise if I said I didn't like my job. Of course, no one ever forced me into doing it, but I've grown up enough to know I should be thankful to my father and accept his heritage. I owe everything to him, and even though he's gone now, I still feel like I shouldn't let him down. The store's just a few blocks away from my house, and on sunny days I walk there to calm down and relax. Well, I mostly do that when my nightmares get me out of bed early, though last night was an exception. I actually overslept. So I grab my bike and get cycling. Oh, this place is just fraught with potential danger, isn't it? Early morning rituals. Slaughter a chicken. Open the blinds, dust down the equipment, sweep the floor. It's not a huge retail store, though the customers' area is just part of the building. Yeah, I think there's a couple of bits where we're clearly falling down the translation gap. But it's pretty close. The other side's a huge storeroom with my father's workshop where we keep used and broken appliances. Fortunately, Father taught me how to make minor repairs of household equipment, so I can always earn extra money by reselling some junk people leave here. Fascinating, right? Yeah. Fish, the fridge walked into my bedroom. I don't know how long the extension lead she's plugged into was, but she seems quite mobile on her own. There's one thing that makes me a little more cheerful about coming here, and by thing, I mean person. Wait, that sounded wrong. But yeah, there's a certain girl in the neighbourhood that left her fridge with me. It'd broken down and she couldn't afford a new one. She was really nice to me when we spoke, and it's pretty rare for customers in a boring store like this to actually smile. Damn, her smile. She's a little bit tomboyish, always wearing a baseball cap with messy hair underneath, and damn that smile of hers. I haven't finished the repairs on her fridge yet, but I like to imagine her coming here for small talk. Small talk about refrigerators and washing machines. What else can I hope for? I open the front door and immediately get slapped by a newspaper thrown by the paperboy. Basically, you're just victimised on a regular basis. Thanks. I sigh and peel the paper away from my face. I peek at the cover and suddenly my heart skips a beat. Oopsie. Yeah, Outstar and Memories in 8-bit are the devs. So Polish and I think German, though I am willing to be corrected. That's not good. It's her. The baseball cap girl. 21-year-old woman missing. Yuki Honda disappeared on her way to work last Friday morning. She was last seen by her friend in the region of Tonkatsu Bento, near their local high school, heading towards her workplace at Sober HQ. She was wearing a blue baseball cap, plain white t-shirt, and blue jeans. If you have any information about the woman, please contact the police on the phone number. She's missing. She was last seen near my store, so whatever happened to her, it must have happened in my neighbourhood. But how? Nothing really happens here. We're probably the safest district in the city. I feel goosebumps all over my body. I didn't even know her name. Yuki. Oh dear, Yuki. Although it's terrible, I guiltily can't help feeling a little excited. Nothing ever happens around here. Hell, maybe I can ask around, talk to some of my customers and help find her. I can already imagine next week's front page. Shop owner saves baseball cap girl. She also accepts his proposal. Me shaking hands with the mayor. Red button? It's a good thing I don't have a weak heart. I almost jumped out of my chest there. I look up to see the source of the sudden noise and find the delivery man bringing new equipment. He seems very confident in the packaging material, judging by how carelessly he hauls the packages from his truck. It's fragile, please don't. Sign here. I scowl at him angrily, but he barely even reacts, apparently more interested in his phone than me. I sigh, sign everything, and ignore him while carefully moving the heavy boxes inside. Okay, what do we have here? 2 new microwaves, a used freezer, a blender, a few compact mini fridges, last year's models. I start unpacking and making sure that delivery driver didn't cause any real damage to the appliances. I can't help but notice a delicious smell, something resembling strawberries and cherries and pepperoni? Weird. Oh, I'm so hungry now I think about it. Apparently last night's chocolate catastrophe wasn't enough. I need to call a takeout before... Hello there. Another heart attack. I can't have more than 2 per hour. My first reaction is to frantically look through all the new appliances, searching for the source of my latest mental breakdown. It's probably one of those damn mini fridges. Oh, I swear if one of you starts talking to me... Hey Dumbo, behind you. I turn around and my jaw drops. It's a girl. A new customer, probably. My thoughts drift away to Yuki immediately to try some comparison, but I don't seem to remember her face anymore. This girl is radiant. Her perfume reminds me of something really tasty, and oh, she looks even more delicious. I use all my strength to close my mouth, then even more to try and start a conversation. Oh, what can I help you with? My voice sounds so high-pitched and weak she may think I'm a hamster. Yep, here we go. She grins at me like I've just told a good joke. Nothing really. Just passing by. Wanted to check all the cute junk you have around here. Don't mind me. She casually jumps away and sits on one of my precious Mecha Helper 3000 washing machines, kicking it with her sneakers as she waves her legs. She looks around, focusing on each and every piece of equipment I have in my store. She leans towards the washing machine right next to her and proceeds to scratch at one of the manufacturer's stickers, still looking around curiously. I want to stop her from destroying my belongings, but her shorts are cropped so high. So, is this all you have here, Dumbo? Your little paradise of kitchen junk? She leers at me, still scratching with her long polished nails. What a meanie. No, it's not. I have a workshop here too, where I repair everything others didn't care for. I try to make that sound like important, honourable stuff to do, but she doesn't even seem to be paying attention. Suddenly she jumps off and comes closer to me, swinging her lovely hips as she approaches. Her smell overwhelms me. I can't. So you have more of this junk in the back, huh? Any special backroom junk for your beloved clientele? I gulp. Very, very loudly. Oh dear. Don't screw this up. Trying my best to lower my voice as much as I can. Depends on what kind of junk you're interested in. I try to wink, but all my face can do right now is something resembling a nervous tic. The flirty expression washes off her face. Now she looks like she pities me. Oh no. Never mind, I guess. I was just passing by. Goodbye then. She rushes outside and disappears out of my sight before I even realise what happened. I breathe heavily for a few seconds and run towards my washing machine, checking the stickers. Huh. She was scratching at it some time, yet I can't see any damage. Good then, at least my equipment's saved. Can't say the same about my dignity. Fortunately, there were no other unexpected events throughout my workday. I tend to value normality more and more these days. Am I getting older or what? I close the shop, count the money, and clean the place up a little bit. The sun starts to set as a final sign I should probably go home now, but I rarely do that at this hour. Home means loneliness and nothing to occupy myself with. When my father passed away, I spent whole nights in the workshop here, trying to focus on repairing appliances instead of thinking how much my life sucked. Oh, good. He's got the murderer's room. The workshop's a special place to me, but not in a positive way. It's a place to spend time when I feel lost and depressed. The only way to keep myself sane and refocus my thoughts on something productive. My little personal purgatory. I open the workshop door and the cloud of dust hits my lungs, causing a bad cough. Damn, I should do something about the mess in here. Oh yeah, again, filthy. I look around, desk with an old PC, tons of repair tools obscuring its keyboard. A coffee mug with a cloud of mould popping out of it. Boxes of forgotten documents. The huge rooms cluttered with old fridges, washing machines and microwaves. Some of them totally ruined, others covered with blankets, resembling old, sick people quietly accepting their fate. Am I personifying items again? Brain, please remind me not to do that. Smiling, I admit to myself that this company is far better than any other I've met today. At least they don't talk. Maybe it's because they're mad at me for leaving them here. Do they feel offended? Well, let it be this way. I enjoy the silence quite a bit. I stop smiling when my eyes focus on the fridge on the other side of the room. The blanket covering it has holes, letting dust fall in and settle on its top. I throw it to the side, coughing again. This fridge belongs to the baseball cap girl, to Yuki. I wonder where she is and if she'll ever come back for her fridge. Even if she doesn't, damn, why do I even think about it that way? I still feel obliged to repair it. It's not in perfect condition, but I'm sure I can do something with it. Let's just open it up and see. Won't budge. I know I've opened it before. What's happened since then? Maybe it's the moisture in this place. I pick up some tools and try to open it using a little bit of force, but it remains tightly shut. I don't want to cause any damage, so I give up. Well, let's start the repair from the back then. Oh, my phone's ringtone is so loud. I check my pockets in panic, finally grab the smartphone and look at its display. Oh, not him. Not now. Yeah, you see, I'm concerned about the potential for a body inside. I'm wondering if there's a psychosomatic can't open the fridge. I can't open it because my subconscious won't let me know that I bludgeoned baseball cap girl to death and hid her in her own freezer. Masato Ibiki, former business partner of my father, and now yet another pain in the arse I have to deal with. That's also a potential night. I think this is one of the reasons I really want to get the full game, because I want to know just how much is going on inside the protagonist's head. How much is actually happening. Are they just losing the plot completely? He doesn't just own the land this store stands on, but also invests money in it, all for a small cut of the profits. Considering the current economy and my credit rating, this guy is my only hope. A relationship worth cultivating, or rather, one I'm forced to cultivate. Yay! Thank you, fish. You've managed a year! Oh my god! Why, hello there. What a pleasant surprise. You actually picked up your phone. Surprise? Surprise, I also answer your calls, you bastard. Oh, I can't say that out loud, I have to behave. Expecting me to get angry, you won't get it. Good evening, Mr. Ibiki. How can I help you? Well, I thought you'd know. It appears to me like you have a business plan for the quarter due to tomorrow. Yes, it's done already, actually. I can deliver it anytime. Splendid. All right. So, how about you come over tonight in, let's say, 2 hours? I'll order some dinner and we can look at this plan of yours. You greasy, condescending son of a... Okay, that sounds wonderful, Mr. Ibiki. I'll be there on the dot. Let's hope so. Hope to see you then. Okay, I do apologise, by the way, if doing complete reading for this is waiting anyone out. But I think my new GM has kicked in. Besides, I need the practice. Breathe deeply, in and out. Keep cool, calm, and collected. You hope so, huh? You should hope I'm not taking my plan and shoving it up your... What? Is there someone in the store? I thought I locked up before visiting the workshop. I look around. No one's there. Ah, well, I'm hearing enough strange things these days. Let's pretend it was just an appliance acting up. Another patient for the workshop. But that'll have to wait. Now I've got to make sure I actually do have a business plan for tonight. Time to get to work. Frantically downloads business plan templates from the internet. Yeah, I can see that. It's one way to do a visual novel, yeah. That was exhausting, but I'm done. And I'm actually pretty happy with it. In fact, this was a perfect opportunity to use logic and reason along with my imagination for something really productive. It was fun. Ugh, am I growing up? Anyway, I know Ibiki doesn't really take me seriously at all, but he'll have a hard time disagreeing with my plan. It'll really improve the store's bottom line. I think this will be a successful evening. If I manage to get there on time. I gotta hurry. Mr. Ibiki lives in the outskirts, far away from the rush and noise of the city. The mansion lies mostly in the shadows, but it's still as impressive as I remember. Good God, how many businesses does this guy invest in? Unfortunately, it's not the time for admiration. It's 9:55 p.m, and for some reason I'd rather show up half an hour early for an appointment than just be a minute late. So I rush to the door, adjust my tie for the last time, and ring the bell. At first, nothing happens. I'm not sure if letting me wait is part of Ibiki's strategy, or if walking through the entire mansion just takes a lot of time. Maybe both. But after what feels like an eternity, the door finally opens and I'm presented with Mr. Ibiki's smug smile. Well, who do we have here? Welcome to my humble home. Oh God, that's disgraceful, even for you, Ibiki. Thank you for the invitation, Mr. Ibiki. Mind if I come in? Oh, not at all. Please. I've ordered us some first-class sashimi. It should arrive in just a few minutes. How about we eat and talk a little about how things are going for you? How you've managed to settle into the daily routine, which is surely a challenge for you. After that, I'll have a look at the documents you brought me. I would like to punch you in the face so much. I'd like to thank you so much for inviting me to dinner, Mr. Ibiki. This sounds like a good plan. He shrugs off my compliment, which gives me time to take in the dining room, dominated by a huge table with places set for 2 people. Please, do take a seat. Thank you. I thought Ibiki wasn't married. Why would he need such a huge place? Well, I guess for him it's not what he needs that's important, just what he can get. We start with some small talk, a warm-up for the battle ahead. Before we're even remotely done talking about how inappropriate the weather seems to be for this season, the doorbell rings again. It seems our dinner has arrived. I'll bring it over. If you please, head over to the kitchen and get us a bottle of wine, would you? I took it out of the cellar this morning and put it in the refrigerator. By the time we get to it, it should be the perfect temperature. He waves over to a door, which I assume leads to the kitchen. I nod and head towards it while Ibiki leaves the room. Place your bets. From what I've seen so far, I shouldn't be surprised, but I am. Everything in this place is massive, and it looks like you could prepare food for a whole army here. Ibiki hosts a lot of wild parties for large numbers of nubile young fridges. Yes. Everything is very modern, especially the appliances, and I'm pretty sure he got nothing from my store. Oh man, that fridge. We've never sold something as advanced as this. Totally out of range of our usual customer base. Look at that thing. Glossy, black, tall, some LED lights grace the front below the door. Probably useless, but hey, style over substance. Please now, keep calm. I wasn't even sure who I was addressing, me or the fridge. I reach for the handle and pull the door open, revealing a whole lot of almost nothing at all. 3 bottles of wine, some Insta food, which I wouldn't have expected, and a lonely slice of pumpkin pie. I randomly pick one of the bottles, as I seriously don't know much about wine. Pretty sure Mr. Ibuki will draw his own conclusions from that, but come on, it's not like you have to be a wine expert to run a store, right? As I reach for the door to close it, the door of the freezer compartment suddenly springs open. Startled, I step back and watch in shock as the whole area around the fridge is quickly swallowed by a mist caused by the temperature difference. Someone gets a proper entrance. What a powerful freezer. Oh, I gotta do something before I get into trouble. And we wouldn't want that now, would we? I almost dropped the bottle of wine hearing this voice. Oh, no, please, not again. As the blood quickly escapes my face, a figure emerges through the mist. Still just being a silhouette, I can clearly see the proportions. It's a woman, with waspy hips and legs that seem to reach all the way up to the heavens. Oh. As she emerges from the mist, her appearance hits me like a blow to the heart. Smoky eyes and plum-red lips framed by flowing hair. An elegant and pompous dress which shrouds yet still emphasizes every little detail of a perfectly proportioned figure. Not breaking eye contact for a split second, she nearly floats towards me, almost casually hitting the door of the freezer with a graceful swing of her hips, putting an end to the continuous flow of mist threatening to engulf the whole kitchen. So you're Masato's little partner, Interesting. Very interesting. Her cold eyes seem to scan me thoroughly, sending shivers down my spine. The way she addresses Mr. Ibuki and the way she's dressed, she's clearly no maid. Could she be Ibuki's wife? Maybe he married after all. Or maybe his girlfriend. Don't just stand there. Do something. Yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Ibuki didn't mention... Of course he didn't mention me. How could he? That's all right. I'm Umi. It's a pleasure to meet you. How could he? What a curious thing to say. Why would anyone not carry a woman like this around like a trophy? She's stunning. She's still coming closer. Oh my. Not the most talkative type, are you? But a good selection of wine, I see. Be careful, though. It may go straight to your head. And I'm sure you don't want things getting out of control. Or do you? I'm electrified, unable to move. That's appropriate, really. I notice while she's running her fingers over the label of the bottle I'm desperately holding on to like a lifeline, I feel absolutely nothing at her touch. Yep. Oh god, she blinks. Okay, semi-animated. It seems... Wait... Her fingers are clearly reaching through the glass. This woman, Umi, is not real. The realization hits me like a slap to the face. Of course he didn't mention me. That's how she emerged from the mist. But she did close the door of the freezer. She's... Oh, God help me. Yeah. She's another one. But she's also standing right in front of me. How is this possible? Is it stress? Have I gone completely insane? Both. What do I do? Turn around and leave the kitchen. Be cautious and cold, or be courageous. Faced with the insubstantial anthropomorphic personification of a latest model fridge. Going with courageous, are we? There is no ice dispenser, there is only Zool. Okay, going to be courageous. Okay, she clearly isn't real, but that doesn't help any. I feel like a deer in the headlights, but I cannot take my eyes off this beautiful beast. You have to excuse me. I have no idea how you're doing this. How do you do it? Do what? She looks honestly confused. Did I go too far? Did I hurt her? Wait, how could I? I didn't say anything wrong, or did I? How do you appear like this? So human and, oh, so you don't like what you see? Now that would be a shame. Oh god, I went too far. I have to fix it now. No, please forgive me, that's not what I meant. You look stunning and I'm impressed. Don't say it. Yes? Damn it. Now I'm no further ahead. I still don't know how a fridge is able to appear in a nearly human form right in front of my eyes, but at least I managed to completely embarrass myself. Good job. Oh, thank you very much, sweetheart. Her smile grows. I don't think she's honest at all. I'm such a fool to even pray for that. I think I should leave and try to cool down. She's trouble, dude. Just leave. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a dinner to attend to. I turn around and storm out of the kitchen. No idea how long I spent in the kitchen, but luckily it passed unnoticed. Ibuki's just about to prepare a huge mixed sashimi platter and my mouth starts to water. Talking of water? It's the only problem with reading. I'm wishing I'd bunged some lemon juice in here. I'm desperately looking for something to keep my mind off whatever just happened in the kitchen, and this food just looks like the most delicious escape I've ever seen. Oh, what now? What? Gotta say, your shop's really cozy. If it wasn't so smelly, I could live here. What? Who are you seems perfectly reasonable. I don't even... I put down the bottle of wine as Ibuki looks up to me. No! Oh, there you are. I see you've made your choice. Interesting. Honestly, I don't care anymore. All I want to do is eat and get this evening over with, but it's not going to be so easy now, is it? As we proceed to eat, Ibuki immediately begins to interrogate me. So, how are things looking over at the store? Oh, pretty good. Can't complain. Still have a steady stream of customers and they seem to be very happy. Oh, that's good to hear. I imagine it was hard to pick up where he left off. Getting acquainted with the customer base, digging into all this paperwork. No problems with it at all? No, you knew my father. He was an orderly man and he treated his customers with the utmost respect. Continuing his work couldn't have been easier. It just needed a bit of dedication. It was no big deal. That was a bit cold, yes. The way Ibuki fails to show any sensitivity towards the passing of my father is just downright pissing me off. I meet his eyes and I see his expression shifting slightly. Is that a spark of recognition? Maybe he feels like he has to test me, make sure I'm good enough for his job. And yes, feelings have no place out there. Maybe I misjudged his intentions. Maybe he's hitting on you. Are you sure he's real? As the end of dinner draws near, topics get more casual. Mr. Ibuki gives up asking me about the work and I'm happy about it. Of course, there's still the business plan, but my confidence is growing immensely. Could be. Well, that was good. Now, how about we have another glass of wine while we look at your project? Sounds good to me. You think it's a food processor, Mortier? It's possible. As I grab for the folder from my bag, I suddenly notice a wave of mist coming through the gap underneath the kitchen door. What the hell? The freezer was... Umi closed it, didn't she? But wait... If she's just a figment of my imagination, does that mean the fridge is still open? Oh no. Anthropomorphized ATM. Yes, he is the banking app from his smartphone. Improvise. In panic, I look through my bag and suddenly pat my pockets. Oh dear, it seems I've lost my phone. Oh really? That's a shame. If you lost it on your way here, then... No, I'm pretty sure I had it before I went to get the wine. It must be in the kitchen. Oh, in that case... Would you mind if I quickly go get it? I got it for my father and it's pretty important to me and I'm sure you understand, and please don't wait to start looking over my plan. I'm sure you'll find it satisfying. Very well, then. So I rush to the kitchen, making sure Ibiki doesn't notice the mist as I pass through the door. As I enter, I expect the godlike figure that is Ume standing in the middle of the room, piercing me with her cold eyes. But instead the kitchen's empty. Even the mist is slowly dissipating as the fridge seems firmly closed. And not clothed, as I nearly said. I step closer to make sure there's nothing wrong with it. I run my finger along the seam sealing the gap between door and the case of the fridge, trying to convince myself it's not damaged. Suddenly I hear a moaning and immediately stop. I look up and see Ume sitting on top of the fridge. On top of herself? God, that's so weird. Running her fingers through her hair, biting her lip in pure ecstasy, I immediately retract my hand upon realizing exactly what I've done. Oh, I have to say, you know how to use your fingers. I'm blushing. Oh dear. I hope it's not all too visible. Time to act. Be swift. Stay cool. Be technical about it or be a gentleman. Oh, I'm going to regret throwing this one open to chat, aren't I? Okay. And then hello, Meki. Because someone in chat filled Meki in on what the hell's going on. I'm not sure I'm up to it. But yes, I've heard of Hatterful Pigeon, but not necessarily my game at all. Yeah. I'm not dating. At the moment, I'm being harassed by white goods at random. And may or may not have murdered a customer and stashed her in a fridge in the basement. But we're not sure about that. So far the votes are for technical, I'm afraid. Okay. Let's do this. You know, you shouldn't do that. You're built to keep your inner temperature steady, and playing around like this may overload your motor. Oh dear God. You are not fit to talk to humans, let alone fridges. From Meki, what the hell's going on? No, I really don't think we can. She still seems confident, but I can definitely see her smile fading, even if it's just an almost unnoticeable nuance. Well, maybe I like to live on the edge, and I've got to say, if anything, you played around with my temperature more than I ever have. Now I'm definitely blushing. I have to get this back under control and get my eyes off her and get back to business. Well, I'm happy to see you seem to feel good. I was worried you might have a defect. Oh, you know all the right things. Billy! Yeah, Fish, feel free to quote that one. Oh, worried? That's a shame. I don't want you to lose your focus now that the talks with Masato are getting more serious. To be honest, I don't know what you want. Really now? That's disappointing. Well, if that's the case, hush. Back to work then. Her words hit me more than she probably realises, or maybe that's exactly what she wants. I have to maintain my priorities. Finishing this evening well is more important than anything else, and I mustn't stumble because of her. Confident about my goals, I leave the kitchen. Mr. Ibiki is still studying my business plan. I nod towards him and show my phone, which of course has been in my back pocket the whole time, and take a seat next to him. As Mr. Ibiki grasps the content of the documents I presented to him, he begins asking questions, trying to poke holes in my strategy. Despite the events of the evening, or maybe because of them, I manage to keep my mind focused and answer the best I can. With each answer I give, Mr. Ibiki seems more and more satisfied with me, even though I think it's still a long way away until I can call this respect. Eventually we reach the final details of my plan. But I can't have a simple victory, can I? From the corner of my eye, I see the door to the kitchen opening slightly. Ume leaning against the frame with a seductive smile on her face. What if Mr. Ibiki sees her? Can he see her? And would that be my problem? I can't risk it. This evening's gone so well, and I cannot let a refrigerator mess it all up. I clear my throat to get Ibiki's attention. Mr. Ibiki, I spent a lot of time talking during the day. Would it be okay if I get a glass of water from the kitchen? Of course. Suit yourself. I'll look over the numbers one last time. Could someone fill Mickey in? Thanks. Quickly I rush towards the kitchen and see Ume disappearing from the doorframe. As I enter, I see Ume is definitely up to no good. She's leaning against the fridge, her spine arched slightly back, flattering all the advantages of her upper body. Yeah, and you can see most of her upper body, let's be honest. With her head cocked to one side, it makes for a mischievous and equally seductive look. Definitely up to no good. She knows it, we both know it. It's time to confront her about it. So, do I get aggressive to the little minx, or do I act politely? Because, I don't know, I strongly suspect she'd get a kick out of me acting aggressively towards her. She just strikes me as trouble. Straight up. Go on, get aggressive. Oh, no. I don't want to get shouty. Yeah, you're not helping. We have no dating experience. Neither do I. I'm very bad at it, as you can tell. Okay, let's get shouty at a fridge. Look, Ume, I don't know what you're up to or why. Really? Because the rest of us have figured it. Maybe you're just bored and don't know what to do with yourself, but frankly, I don't care. This evening's very important to me, and you know that. I've no idea how you know it, but obviously you do. You won't be able to take this away from me, no matter how hard you try. Definitely getting shouty at a fridge. I like the necklace. A little bit concerned that it looks like sort of handcuffs. Ume pushes herself off the fridge. Oh, is that so? You're cute, you know that. Of course I know how important playtime is for you. Playtime? You think this is a game? Slowly she comes closer, swinging her hips with every gracious step she takes. Of course it is. Humans love to play, first as children, then as adults. The only difference lies in the stakes, which grow higher and higher. And that's the most intriguing aspect. She's now standing right in front of me, her lips just inches from mine. There's one difference between me and most other adults. I try to find my voice. What would that be? Ume moves her head, bringing her lips dangerously close to my ear as she whispers, I still have fun playing games. It's hard as hell, but I managed to keep my composure. Phrasing matters. Oh, good. And Techie's talking back. Oh, my dear, don't think you're the only one. But you know what's even more fun? Having to fight for victory, to earn it. Having it all too easy isn't very rewarding at all. And with that said, I bid you a good night. As I back away, I see surprise dominating her face, though her smile seems unbreakable. She surely isn't used to defeat, but on the other hand, I feel I just proposed her with a new challenge. I turn around and leave the kitchen with a smile myself. Coming back to the dining room, Ibiki looks up to me. Well, that looks good, really good. I think I'll continue my investment, and maybe even add a little extra. There's some real potential here. Thank you very much, Mr. Ibiki. I appreciate your kind words. Your father taught you well. You should be proud of yourself. Now, I don't want to hold you up for much longer. It's getting late, and I'm sure you'll have a hard day ahead of you tomorrow. Here, let me bring you to the door. Or should I call you a taxi? Yeah, Fish, I was just thinking she is so your type. That won't be necessary, Mr. Ibiki, but thank you. Have a good night. I feel this relationship could become much better. As I climb on my bike, I feel confident, happy, and almost certain I'll have a good sleep tonight. Yes, this was a good evening. That dream. I heard a voice coming out of my fridge. I opened it and found a talking cake inside. It was begging me to eat it and moaned in bliss when I finally did. No, Meki, that was the rich man's fridge. The guy who's investing in his fridge repair business. He owns a state-of-the-art fridge. His fridge is an older model. But it's the washing machine I think he's going to have to look out for. I should probably call the specialist. I woke up feeling uneasy. Everything that's happened in the past 3 days is slowly leading me to the conclusion that I'm not fully okay. Or worse, if I'm okay, the world isn't. Oh, don't, Fish. No. As a kid, I always dreamt about having superpowers, but talking to house appliances was absolutely not on the list. What if everything can talk? I can bet I've seen a cartoon or movie about it before. Maybe every little spoon or needle in my house has its own soul, character, and identity. How many innocent creatures have I hurt in my entire life by walking over used cigarettes and bottle caps? What about the pavements? I think it's time to face my fears once again. I am in desperate need of chocolate anyway. I get up lazily and proceed towards the kitchen. Unwillingly, my loud yawn smoothly transforms into a hi-oh. Like my vocal cords couldn't wait to greet every possible talking item in this house. I smiled to myself, hearing no reply. Good morning. My legs decide to freeze all of a sudden, and I barely catch my breath and stay on my feet. I wish it were my fridge's voice. It's not. Pardon my sudden interruption of your daily schedule. It's time to talk. My eyes shift slowly towards the living room and regain focus. There's a man sitting on my couch. Some part of me wants to scream and call the police, but the majority of my brain either thinks he's not a threat or that he's not real. He doesn't look real, that's for sure. His white curly hair has a very strange luminescent colour to it, similar to his eyes. He seems very pale and skinny, almost sickly, but there's weird power resonating from him. I can't clearly state if he's physical. It feels like I'm watching a ghost who suddenly materialised in my room. Talk about what? I want to ask him so many questions, but I can't. My voice barely gets out of my throat. Tell me, have you experienced any weird things recently? Okay. Fish, yes, it's your new cosplay. Yep, that's a fella. It's probably my television. So, tell the truth, rationalize it, or lie to the strange materialized person on my sofa. This game is just nutty enough. Maybe tell the truth. I don't think I think we're past the point of rationalizations, to be honest. I think we were past the point where I accidentally gave a fridge an orgasm by checking her seal. Truth it is. His question surprises me for a second, but I realise there's no point lying now. Well, we don't know what colour the sus fridge was. Strikes me she's one of their Samsung models. She could be any colour. Yes. Items around me talk, turn into humans and back. I hear voices. The man smiles gently and nods his head. I'm really glad you're not trying to refuse their existence. A small step, but it's a good start. In all honesty, I didn't expect that from you. I'm more puzzled than ever, and considering past 2 days, that is a record. What did you expect from me? Something like your father would do. Analyze, find a resolution, go back to your daily tasks like nothing ever happened. He smiles wider, looking into the distance. Was he remembering something? What exactly is your connection with the father? Thinking about it, maybe that's why you can hear them. Maybe this huge mystery can be solved so easily. Wait, what? What mystery? Fridge hearing superpowers? It's not in genes? Oh, wait, what? Yes, Meki, and white goods can be any colour. That'll confuse you. The first rule is, I cannot give you every answer you want. Not that I'm in possession of every single answer, if that changes anything. I wish I could help you more than this, but unless you're on the right track, my hands are tied. Wait, the first rule of what? Suddenly I hear a loud buzzing coming from the kitchen, slowly dissolving into a sweet female voice. Hello, Master? Who are you talking to? The man smiles gently. The second rule is, they can't hear me nor see me. It doesn't work both ways, though. I can see them, see right through them to their very roots. I know where they come from, I know where they reside. I could potentially do much more than that. Can we examine what's real, what isn't real, and who's a household appliance, please? But I'm not allowed to interact with them, nor am I allowed to assist you in that interaction. Yes, this is it. He is the anthropomorphic realization of Google Home. He pauses to wait for a reaction from me, but I'm still frozen shut. I'm Jack's broken freezer. The third rule is, I am to advise the one of power, one who cannot be pushed onto a certain path or brought around to my point of view. I cannot be subjective. I can only ask, sometimes answer, and in case our paths, your path, leads you to failure or death... I'm trembling. He sounds so serious. Too serious. I'm supposed to leave, forever. Are those rules clear? Nothing's clear, my mind included. I'm not even sure where to start. My head's buzzing with questions, but he said he can't give me answers, right? How is it supposed to work? So this is not just about talking to attractive refrigerators? The man laughs a little, but continues looking at me mysteriously. There are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of, and talking fridges are just one of them. End of demo. So, that's a peculiar little offering, isn't it? This is the first few days of the full game. The full game is, I know, the full game is due out this year. Not sure when. I am indeed going to stream the whole game when it comes out. Worst case, if it makes me restart it, I will go through and make the same choices off stream so we can start at the same place. But yeah, I think I will be streaming this because people were getting quite invested in the choices.